Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Chris from PRYOR GameFit, and I wanted to talk about a game that I've been playing recently. I know it's an old game, but I'm still going to do a review for it because this is the first time I've played it. Also, I want more practice doing reviews, so I thought this would just be fun. Hopefully a lot of people see it and like the video. I'm not going to try to make it too long. I did want to talk a little bit about This War of Mine, The Little Ones. It is right now available for free to play on the PlayStation Network from January 3rd, 2017 to February 7th, 2017. If you are seeing this video after that time, available for purchase around $29.99 is what it says. My friend told me on the Xbox it's only $10, and I'm not sure how much it is on Steam right now. This is a really great game. Before I say anything and go into detail, if you only watch this video for a minute, I encourage you to go out and get this game. It's really great, really fun to play, and it's a lot different from a lot of the other games that are available right now, and different from games that have been coming out. It's very unique. It has a really great art style, this charcoal stylized aesthetic that makes it very pleasing. Now, before going into anything else, I think this is a great game. I think you should check it out. Like I said, it's free right now, even if it's not free. This is a great game, and in this video, I'm going to tell you why. The story behind This War of Mine, The Little Ones, is that you are playing as a survivor during war times in the country. You have little to no help, pretty much no help from any type of political or military system. All the survivors are left to fend on their own and choose to help or harm each other. The game has a really big emphasis on basically going to call it just good versus evil. There's something called a sympathy system, and based upon what actions you take throughout the game will determine something like your humanity level. Your characters in the game can become sad, depressed, and quote-unquote broken, and this can lead to tragic and fatal effects to the player characters. Along with the sympathy system, there is a dynamic day and night cycle. During the day, you will spend the majority of your time crafting and recovering your people from sickness and or wounds, depending on their status. At nighttime, this is when a lot more of the action takes place. You can choose to send one of your survivors out to a nearby location to scavenge for resources and materials. Well, that player is out. You also have a chance to be raided. Now, you can't actually take any action from an immediate standpoint, but if you fortify your house and defenses, you'll have a more improved chance of not being raided. As well, if you set one of your players up to guard, and having weapons and ammo will help you from defending against raiders. But if you are successfully raided, the raiding survivors can take resources and materials from your house away, leaving you with less than you had to start. When choosing to start a game, there are some prefabricated stories that will load you out with different characters, like a preset of characters for that game. There is also another option to write your own story, where you can set up what players you want to use, how many days do you have to survive for, what the weather system is like, because there is a warmer and colder climate. During the colder climate, you need to make sure that you have a stove built and enough wood to burn. Another really cool aspect of the game is the actual characters themselves. Now, they all have small, short backstories to give them their own persona and character, but along with that, most, if not all of them, have their own personality buffs and traits. Like, there is a character, for example, who is a better scavenger than the other players, so if you send him out at night, he actually has an extra carrying slot to carry more resources and materials. The other player has a bargaining trait, so when you're trading, you have a higher rate of trade, so you can like trade less items for more items. The trading system is kind of wonky, and I don't fully understand it, but it is very cool. Like, players will come to your door, and they'll knock on the door and say, hey, I have stuff for trading, and you can trade materials that you need or you'll think you'll need later for materials that you're not really using right now. So not only do some of the players have positive traits and positive buffs, but some of the players also have like negative quirks. Like some of the players are smokers, so if you don't have any cigarettes in your inventory, like they'll start to complain a lot. It'll actually lower their level on that sympathy system, and they may become sad or depressed. You think they could just cut cold turkey during this time, but I guess they're really anal. There's two types of survivors that you will have in your house with you. There is adults and children. The children are very limited to what they can do, but you are tasked with keeping them safe during this time of war. What really makes the story for me is the smaller interactions that you have with the other NPC players. During a trip while I was scavenging, I went to the supermarket location where I went up to one of the doors and I peeked through the keyhole, and on the other side of the door there was a military personnel and a civilian woman, and basically what ended up happening was the military person coerced the woman into basically rape. You can actually save the girl from this happening, which was really cool. And just the whole all the interactions that you have with the NPCs, I think really make this story good. Like feeling bad about stealing from other people or killing people just because you need to survive. It reminds me a lot of like The Walking Dead and things like that. But that's what really made the story for me, was like all these little things that can happen to you while you're playing the game. As a whole, I think this is a really great game. As I said in the beginning of the video, I definitely think it's worth checking out if you have not already. It's very unique and a lot different from a lot of games that I've played in my career. So I'm giving this game a thumbs up, telling you to go check it out. Thank you for watching my video in its entirety. If you enjoy videos like this, please give me a thumbs up. If you want to talk about this war of mine, please leave me a comment in the comment section and I will respond to you at my earliest convenience. Thanks again, and I'll see you guys in the next video.